In Week 11 of the NFL season, they delivered surprises, with unexpected fantasy standouts like Anthony Richardson, QB4, Christian Watson, and Nick Westbrook-Ikhine cracking the top 10 among receivers. Meanwhile, tight ends like Taysom Hill and Juwan Johnson emerged as T1s. Week 12 looms. Here's a breakdown of risers and fallers across critical positions. Quarterbacks. Risers. Justin Herbert. With 4 straight top 12 finishes, Herbert is thriving. Facing the Ravens, who rank 5th in fantasy points allowed to QBs, he's a must-start. Bo Nix. The rookie's hot streak continues with 5 top 12 finishes in 7 games. A matchup against the Raiders, who've struggled against QBs, bodes well. Jonnu Smith. Averaging QB 12 numbers, Smith gets the Cardinals, who surrendered 21.9 fantasy points per game to QBs on the road. Anthony Richardson. Returning strong, Richardson is a solid play against the Lions' vulnerable defense. Fallers. Jayden Daniels. After a hot start, Daniels has ranked outside QB 10 in 7 straight games. Sam Darnold. A tough matchup against Chicago makes him a sit candidate. Running backs. Risers. Tyrone Tracy Jr. A top 10 RB in 3 of his last 5 games, Tracy faces a Buccaneers defense that has struggled recently. Najee Harris. Harris remains consistent, with 5 RB18 or better finishes. Bucky Irving. Coming off an RB6 performance, he faces the Giants, who allow the most rush yards since Week 7. Fallers. Jonathan Taylor. Despite high rankings, Taylor has only 1 top 10 finish this season. Facing the Lions, he's a risky start. Aaron Jones. Jones has struggled, ranking outside RB19 in 5 of his last 6 games. Wide receivers. Risers. Mike Evans. With Chris Godwin sidelined, Evans is primed for a big week. He's averaging elite numbers in Godwin's absence. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Following a 110-yard game, Jason remains a strong WR2 candidate. Jerry Jeudy. Judy's target volume makes him a solid option, even in a tough matchup. Fallers. Deebo Samuel Sr. Samuel's recent performances have been lackluster, finishing outside WR30 in 5 of 7 games. Jalen Waddle. Waddle's best finish since Week 1 is WR35, making him a risky start. Tight ends. Risers. Jonnu Smith. With consistent T17 or better finishes in 5 of his last 6 games, Smith is a viable option. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Sanders has ranked in the top 12 in 3 of his last 4 outings and is a good streaming option. Fallers. Tucker Kraft. Kraft's limited targets and a tough matchup against the 49ers make him a sit. Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth's low target share and minimal production keep him off the fantasy radar. With Week 12 approaching, adapt your lineup to capitalize on these trends and secure your playoff position.